Hello everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today we're going to be talking about how are you positively advancing in your life and what negative things are you leaving behind. And we're going to be getting some book messages. I have a book here. It's about pirates, guys. Okay, it's a book about pirates. It has some really beautiful and deep insightful quotes that I will pick from for each pile as well for some extra messages. So you can go ahead, guys, and pick your pile. We're going to have pile 1 with the first card, pile 2, and pile 3. And so after you've chosen your pile, you can see the timestamp for your pile, and I will start your reading. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this pile, this is your reading, okay? How are you positively advancing in your life and what negative things are you leaving behind, okay? I see pile 1 for you. You've been fighting a lot for something. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I've been seeing you've been fighting a lot for something. And it's been like a real challenge. It seems like, you know how people say, you can even notice in the sky's arms, you know, it's like you've been really fighting hard for something. And it's been like a challenge. There's been a lot of challenges. See, all these ones, the other 6 ones, it's like these have been all the challenges that have been presented to you. And so these are all the challenges that have been presented to you in your life, and it's not been easy. But I feel like there's a change coming for you, pile number 1, okay? I feel like there's a change coming for you, okay? We'll see more of the tarot and then we'll head to your book message, okay? But yeah, pile 1, I see it hasn't been easy, okay? But I'm getting like you will have some time to rest, okay? I'm seeing you'll have an opportunity to relax a little bit. Yeah. You could be a fire sign, you could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Not necessarily, but you could. Okay. So we got here. This one. Yeah. I'm seeing that for you. Pile number 1. What you're really doing is you are leaving this fighting energy behind. You can relax, like I was saying. You know, you got the 3 of Cups. Right now, you will have more time to relax, you know, to enjoy yourself. Number 3 is the number of the child. You know, 3 of Cups, number 3, the child, you know, so the child, it's all about having fun, being young, connecting with your inner child, maybe something that you're really doing right now. And if you're not doing this, then this is an advice for you to connect with your inner child, whatever that means for you, you know what I mean? Like just doing fun things, doing things that you enjoy, doing things that connect you with your true inner self, you know what I mean? Things that are important for you, you know what I mean? So that's the 3 of Cups, you know, that's the 3 of Cups energy, you know, it's having an ability to connect with the inner child, you know what I mean? And truly living a life, you know what I mean? And I see that's what's coming for you, okay? And I see that's how you are positively advancing in your life. It's you letting go of the stress and truly enjoying life, okay? That's how you are positively advancing in life. And if you are not doing this, then that's what you should try, okay, in order to really advance in a positive way in your life, okay? Yeah, that's how you're positively advancing in your life. Yeah, and then we got the 7 of Swords too. Okay, so we got 2 7s. We got 77. Could be a message for some of you, angel number, you know, connecting with improving your intuition. But we got number 3, okay, 737. But yeah, and thinking, having fun, doing things. I'm seeing with the Seven of Swords, it sounds like it looks like he's kind of stealing the swords. Because you see how he's on his tiptoes. You see there? See? And I'm getting dancing. For some of you could dance in order to like help you in life, like just like dancing. It could be a good activity for you to like connect with your inner self, but I'm really getting you overall doing things that maybe you shouldn't do. That's too bad, you know what I mean? But sometimes you can break the law by doing things that are not so bad, like you can go and dance in a water fountain, you can go and jump in the water fountain in your town, and it's breaking the law and it's doing something you shouldn't do, but it's not, it's not totally bad, it is a little bit. But I'm seeing this energy for you, that the way you're positive blessing in life is really, connecting with your true inner child, and doing these things that connect you with this energy and doing things that maybe you shouldn't do sometimes, okay? This is how you're positive blessing pile number 1. Now let's get some book messages for you. I will open in a random page and then I will choose the nearest quotes, okay? So let's see for pile number 1. I don't usually do the book messages, but I'm wanting to do them right now. Okay. This is so fun. Okay, let's see. This is so strange. Oh. So the quote you got. This is in Portuguese. Okay, I will translate for you, but this is so interesting how it just aligns. Okay. So it says, I'll translate. I ran like a child. I ripped my clothes off and I threw myself into the water. It didn't last more than a few minutes, but I was in heaven. And this is a quote by Swinburne. I think that's how it says his name. So it's so beautiful. I ran like a child. I ripped my clothes off and I threw myself into the water. It didn't last more than a few minutes, but I was in heaven. So yeah, pile number 1. Of all the quotes that could have come out, I was really just like this, I was just like, okay, let's stop in a page, and then the nearest quote, I'll get it. And the nearest quote is this one. So it's just really aligning, you know what I mean? So really the thing for you, pile number 1, connect with your inner child. Do wild, fun things that you did when you were younger, just fun, wild things, and you'll be feeling evolved and you'll be feeling in a higher place. You will feel like you are in, in a different state, like in different states. So yeah, pile number 1, this is the message for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading and I'll see you next reading. Take care. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this pile, your first card is the Two of Wands. So, how are you advancing in your life? I feel like you are directing your vision towards the future. So this may seem redundant, but it is important, right, when we want to advance in our lives, that we look towards the future and that we start making plans. And that's what I see you doing. And if you're not doing this, this is what will help you advance positively in your life, is making plans for the future here with the Two of Wands. You know what I mean? Then again, this may seem redundant, making plans for the future, okay? But sometimes we can't think about the future. Sometimes we only think of right now and what we can do right now, and we don't plan things, when we don't have goals, you know what I mean? Having goals, and having like a list of things you want to accomplish, that's helpful, you know what I mean? And that's a key thing when you want to advance, right, positively in your life. So I see this for you, pile number 2, and actually I have the 2 again, you see? And so you have this balance between, that's what I'm getting also, you have this balance between the present moment and the things you want to do, okay? So it's like you are making a plan for the future. You are developing a vision for your future is what I'm getting, and this is what's helping you advance positively in your life. This is one of the main messages I'm getting. And if you're not doing this, You really need to develop a vision for your future, because this is really going to help you specifically, pile number 2, okay? We'll get some book messages in the end, but now, right now, let's get some more tarot, okay? You could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you, not necessarily. I'm also getting Pisces for someone, or Cancer. Yeah, you see? Yeah, Aries, Sag, Leo strongly for you. Sagittarius. But yeah, you see, you are making a lot of plans for the future. And it's actually, in your situation, you have a lot of plans, a lot of ideas. Okay, because the 8 of Wands represents a lot of something. You see how there are so many wands? There are 8 wands, right? And they are all together. So there's a lot of something, you know? And so it's like, I see you making a lot of plans for the future. Like you have an abundance of goals, you know? And it's like this is helping you advance positively, because you don't have just one thing you want to accomplish, or just just one goal or two. No, you have a lot of goals, and I'm seeing like a list with like very detailed goals. So it's not like, I want to do this and I want to do this, and it's just those two topics. It's like, I want to do this and I want to do this in this way. So I have like a subtopic, and I want to do this in this way, and I will do this in this manner, and it's like you have a lot of, and I want to, for example, how can I say? I want to buy a new house. So below you have, I need to make this amount of money. I need to save this amount of money. See, you have like a detailed list. So I'm getting, you have a lot of goals, and you also have like a lot of detailed goals for what you want to do. So I see for you, pile number 2, it really is about, so I see for you, pile number 2, one of the ways that you're also advancing is you have a lot of goals, and you have like your goals really detailed. So you have like specific steps to reach your goals, and this is one of the things that's helping you advance. Now here with the 8 of Wands, the Wands are a fire, creative energy, and I'm getting for you, you are making plans for a future project, and I'm getting like creativity. So you could be doing some sort of creative project, and you're planning your project as well, and you are doing a lot of things in this project. Like you have a lot of ideas, or you have your hands on a lot of steps. You know what I mean? Like you have a creative project that you're planning, and you have a lot of ideas for this project. And then again, you also have like all the steps for the project. That's one thing I'm also getting for you, pile number 2. Okay, let's get more details. And yeah, there's a strong creative energy here. Even if you're not Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, there's a strong creative energy. Okay, and I'm really getting like a creative project for some of you. This could be any type of creative project, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm seeing, that the fact that you keep working on this and that you don't give up also on your goals is one of the ways that you will be advancing, okay? Because here the 8 of Pentacles is all about, you had the 7 of Pentacles where you were waiting for things to start working a little bit, you know what I mean? Like the 5 of Pentacles, you had some difficulties. The 6 of Pentacles, you had people help you, and you helping others in order to also move away from difficulties, and you helping others, it helps you move away from your difficulties, because helping others really does help us too. And then the 7 of Pentacles, you are kind of like waiting for things to start working, and now with the 8 of Pentacles, you are back on your efforts. 7 of Pentacles, you're kind of like, okay, starting to waiting a little bit to start see things working, and then you're like, okay, I've waited a little bit, I've waited for things to start working, and now I'm really back on my efforts, really doing the big work, with the 8 of Pentacles. And that's what I see you doing. I see you having all these ideas, and you planning for the future, you really using all your ideas you have and having detailed ideas, and really also working and putting these ideas into practice. Then again, you plan for the future, you have all these ideas and all the little details of the things you want to do, and then you also do them. So this is how you are positively advancing in your life, because you not only you have the plans and you have the ideas, and then you also put them into practice. You know what I mean? And now let's get some messages from this book. I will randomly stop on the page. Okay, I will randomly stop on the page, and then I will pick the nearest quote. Okay, so let's see. I'm actually getting the beginning for you. Okay, we got Shakespeare for you. I'm getting the beginning of I got the first quote for you guys. Okay, so the first quote is actually a Shakespeare quote. How do you say this in English? Like, when they say God is everywhere, but I don't know this name in English. Omnipotent? Is that the word? Omnipotent God. There is in every bad thing an essence of good for the men that know how to extract it. I don't know if that's extracted is the word. For the men that know how to, extract it. There is in every path an essence of good for the men that know how to extract it. For the men that know how to, it's like extracted. I think that's the word that I can think of right now. This is Shakespeare. So then again, I'm getting like a very artistic vibe with you. Like, you really could be working on an artistic project, but you see, like, you're really, you're taking like the bad things, they got something good, and you're using it. You're using the good things in what could have been a bad thing for you. So, you're really like putting in this work with the Eight of Pentacles, really extracting the good things, like really using all of the plans that you have and all the ideas that you have, making plans and making ideas from what could have been bad things, and now you plan new ideas from this path, from what could have been bad things. You plan new ideas and you make new goals and you work towards them, making actually something that's good, something that's positive, from what you think, this could have been a bit bad, but you make new ideas from this and new plans. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting with you here. You know what I mean? So it's like you know how to plan and you know how to do things, and that's how you are advancing in your life. Okay, but I hope this made sense for you, pile number 2. Yeah, this is beautiful quote, Shakespeare. Then again, there's a creative energy here with you. You're a creative person. And then again, right? This is how you are advancing. It's creating things, right? It's creating things. Then again, it's taking, like it says, there is in every bad thing an essence of good for the men that know how to extract it. So you know how to extract it. You know how to create good things, This is an interesting reading. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile number 2. But yeah, it's really like, yeah. You are creating and planning. You're planning and creating new things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile number 2, and I'll see you next reading. Take care. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this card, this is your reading. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. Okay, 4 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords is your first card. Okay. So how are you positively advancing in your life? Thinking before doing things. That's the 4 of Swords energy. I'm really getting this strongly for you, like you are taking time. And I got a similar message in another pile, but it was more planning. But in your case, it's more of like just overall, not planning, but just overall, really thinking through things before taking action. It's not so much planning, it's, just doing things overall. You are really thinking a lot before taking action. It's an interesting energy. Yeah, thinking. So this is something that's going to be important for you. To really take the time. And then again, it's not like you're planning things. Like there was a group, I think it was the group number 2. It's not so much like you are planning things necessarily. It's just overall the things you do. You really think before you do them. And this may be important for you right now. You may have went through some kind of, it's really right now. You are taking some time to think and some time to rest as well. I'm getting some time to rest too. Okay, pile number 3. But let's see more with the tarot, and we will get a message from the book. Okay, also. But let's see the tarot now. Yeah, thinking before you do things, and then doing things, and then making your decision. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. So then you come to a point where you're like, now I want to make my decision. Okay, so this is what's really going to be beneficial for you, is that you're going to really think before you do things. And then when you make a decision, you know it's the right decision for you with the Judgment card. And I'm hearing you are protected. Okay, with the angels. Angel Gabriel is protecting you. Gabriel. So yeah, really thinking through things before you take an action. So Gabriel's protecting you. It's an interesting thing. Yeah. And I got a similar message the other day in another reading, so... But yeah, it's just the thinking, it's helping you. You may be an air sign. Okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, thinking before you do things, and then doing things, and then making your decision. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. So then you come to a point where you're like, now I want to make my decision. Okay, so this is what's really going to be beneficial for you, is that you're going to really think before you do things. And then when you make a decision, you know it's the right decision for you with the Judgment card. And I'm hearing you are protected. Okay, with the angels. Angel Gabriel is protecting you. Gabriel. So yeah, really thinking through things before you take an action. So Gabriel's protecting you. It's an interesting thing. Yeah. And I got a similar message the other day in another reading, so... But yeah, it's just the thinking, it's helping you. You may be an air sign. Okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, and I'm seeing you doing this and being really smart with your decisions is somehow going to affect your emotional world. Like, I'm hearing it will lead to a lot of emotional fulfillment here with the 10 of Cups. And also I'm hearing there's a particular relationship. And I'm not getting a lot of specific information, but I'm getting that there's a particular relationship, and I'm getting for some of you it can be a romantic relationship, where if you take the time to really be patient, and you really think before you make your decision, and you are patient before you make your decision, I'm hearing this will really positively impact one of your romantic relationships. Because I'm hearing maybe there's like a relationship that you have to make a decision. Like you could have been, like, for example, taking a break with someone, or thinking before you go on a new date, or thinking before you make a commitment. And I'm hearing that for some of you, it's not so much also the, like, if you are patient, it doesn't mean that you have to wait a lot of time. It just means that if you are patient and you give yourself just the necessary time, it doesn't need to be like a lot of waiting, but if you give yourself the necessary time and you are patient while making your decision about this relationship, it will lead to a very happy outcome in this relationship. Okay? Wherever the decision is, like leaving the person or being with them. But if you are patient in making this decision, it will lead to a happy outcome. But I'm hearing for some of you, you want to stay in the relationship. Some of you don't want to. And it will lead to a lot of happiness. And this is not only happiness in your relationship, it will be leading for you, if you are patient with the decisions you make, it will lead not only to happiness in a specific relationship, it will also lead to happiness in your emotional life overall. I'm getting here with the 10 of Cups. Yeah, like it will lead to a happier emotional world overall. And you see how contrast here, like this in the Four of Swords, it's really closed off, right? And the 10 of Cups is very open and bright. So it's like you are coming from this patient time where everything is very calm and very slow. And when you make your decisions, you are patient, and then you make your decision, you move into this very open, happy life. You see how this couple has their arms extended out. You know, they are very open. It's totally the opposite from the Four of Swords, where you catch your hands almost like praying or meditating. You know, you are very calm, and then having this patience to make the right decisions, or the right decision, allows you to achieve happiness in your emotional world. Yeah. Now let's get a message from the book, okay? And I will kind of like go through the book, and I will stop on a page, and then I will get the nearest the nearest quote. But it's a book, you know, with a lot of information, but I will get the quotes, okay? Because it has quotes in different chapters. Let's see for you. Let's see. Where is your quote? Nearest quote, okay, got it. It's going to be this. Okay, I got the page, and now I'm moving to the nearest quote. This one can be, because this one doesn't have any meaning, it's just the English. The English are the English, they're quite worse apart. I think I was on this page, and so I'm feeling like it's backward. It's, you know, little. Yeah, it's going to be this one. Okay, this is I'm going to translate. This is from Baudelaire. Yeah, that's how you say his name. Okay, how can I translate this? Okay. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing travelers. How can you say? Or spectacular travelers. What noble stories we read in your deep eyes like the sea. So astonishing. Can I say astonishing? Astonishing, incredible travelers, astonishing travelers. What noble stories we read in your eyes, deep like the sea. Okay. If the images of the past left their marks in the transparency of the air, all the marine horizons would be infested by the sailing of the pirate ships. Yeah. So it's like in your life, you're going to make a lot of big stories for you. And I'm getting reading your deep eyes like the sea. There may be someone, and again, I'm in this relationship who you are falling in love with. And it's like you can read into this person's eyes, and this person's eyes are very deep and profound. And I'm getting also overall that you are living this very profound, deep story in your life and with other people. Because 10 of Cups is the biggest emotional fulfillment, right? So it's like in your life, you are having a lot of deep, profound stories that you are living, like the sailors of the sea, like, incredible sailors, astonishing sailors with noble stories within your deep eyes like the sea, you know what I mean? So it's like, you are like, this sailor who has such deep, profound stories in your life. You have such amazing stories and like noble stories in your life, so many good things and honorable things you do and you did also. So you have these stories in your life, you have a very deep, amazing stories, you have a deep, amazing stories in your life, a lot of fulfillment. And then again, I'm getting there that you can read this in someone's eyes, like the deepness in someone, you can read it in their eyes, but you can also read it in yours, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is not again for you, pile number 3. I think that's mainly, this is what I'm getting for you, pile number 3. I don't think there's any more messages, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and yeah, I'll see you next reading. Take care.